Ho ho ho. Not so much ho 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 really, is it? Because it's done now. But maybe we should be saying hop hop hop. But that would be crap, wouldn't it? Hello, Leggy Bloke here. Welcome to another cider review, folks. Today, Orchard Pig. Now, before you start and you go, Roy, you've already done that. Remember, the last Orchard Pig we did was the dry. This is a medium sparkling cider. This is called the Reveller Orchard Pig, rooted in Somerset. Again, this one's from Somerset. I'll see if I can find out where it says it's been brewed. Doesn't really say. Honest to the core cider made in Somerset, expertly blended for a real taste. A real taste? What, as opposed to a fake taste? That's a bit of a silly thing to say, isn't it? Oinkingly refreshing, there's that joke again. Enjoy well chilled. Now, if you remember the previous Orchard Pig we tried, folks, it was supposedly a dry one, and I said there was no way it was a dry, it was more like a medium. Now, by my reckoning then, this is allegedly a medium sparkling cider at 4.5%. I reckon this might be more of a sweet cider. But let's give it a little open. Residual misty poos. No initial smell coming off there really, out of the bottle anyway. We'll see what happens once it's poured into the glass. There we go. It's a nice clear cider, not as carved as some of the other ciders have been, but that's okay, it's carved enough. Don't need it massively carbonated. What does it smell like? Tiny amount of sweetness coming off that, but hardly any smell at all really. You have to really search for it, and I've got a big old shock. Yeah, not much coming off there at all. Let's see what it tastes like. That's funny. This is apparently a medium cider. No, I would say it's a medium sweet. Very sweet in fact, but not as sweet as a sweet would be. It's alright. It's again, it has a slight hint of that Somerset twang. Now, it must be the apples they're using, guys. It doesn't actually say what apples they're using on there, and it doesn't say whether it's brewed on the same farm as some of the other Somerset ciders. Chances are it may very well be, or it may very well be not, because there's lots of farms in Somerset. Bollocks! How dare I? But it's all right as a drink. Let's have another little sip. Yeah, it's sweet. My initial feeling is that it's a bit too sweet for my palate. It's erring on the side of sweet rather than medium. There is an apple aftertaste. It's not as oakish as perhaps the previous cider that we had yesterday. I can't remember what that was. What was it? Tesco's Finest Orchard, I think. That was quite oakish. This hasn't got that same sort of twang about it, so it's not as flavoursome perhaps as the previous cider. Having said that, it's quite drinkable. It's drinkable enough. Yeah, not a bad cider, folks. If I had to score it, 7 out of 10, that one. Not as nice as yesterday's cider. That was good. 8.5, I think I gave that one. There's more in the profile, I think, guys. It's, for me, a cider has to have at least 3 things going on. Aside to the carbonation. I used to love scrumpies, but I don't like flat cider so much anymore. So aside from the carbonation, it has to have a full apple profile. It has to have a slight hint of sweetness in there, but not overpowering. And there has to be slightly more going on than just tasting of apples, because if it just tastes of apples, that'd be boring. You might as well drink apple juice. So there has to be some kind of body to it, and some of the ciders manage to do that. Some of them don't. This one gets there, just about. It's not a bad cider at all. So, Orchard Pig Reveller, medium sparkling cider at 4.5%. A riotous celebration of apples. I wouldn't go that far, but it's good. It's good. There's only a few of these left now, guys, so I hope you've enjoyed them up to now. Otherwise, I'm just rambling to myself, and that won't be for the first time. In these last few videos, you probably noticed I'm not shouting out my normal shouty voice, because kids are still in bed when I'm doing these. They're being really lazy over this holiday, and why not? You know, it's just gone sort of midday, I think, and they're still in bed. Bless them. They can't take it, folks. They can't take the drinking and the partying. Oh no, that's me, isn't it? I can't take the drinking and the partying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Happy New Year, guys, again. See you in the next one.